We were misunderstanding it a lot.
Yeah, there's 150 songs.
Yeah, I was going to say, wait a minute.
You try Psalm 68, you'll see the two songs.
Okay.
Melissa will go, okay. Verse 3, let the righteous be glad, let them rejoice before God, yea, let them exceedingly rejoice. Sing unto God, sing praises to his name. Extol him that rideth upon the heavens. By his rebellious also, that you might dwell among them. And it must surely be that you have reached through our rebelliousness too, because most of us here who have accepted thee doubtless did so.
Like this?
No.
Now I see why no one was over here, because they obviously knew that this was coming. Where's Marilee? Great.
Yeah, thank you.
See you later.
See you, Mom. Oh, I can't go back. Okay, you want to sit in the front? You want to sit in the front? Okay.
You just made it, Lee.
Yeah, I read in the crop. Should have been here.
Well, you folks have a good afternoon.
Yep. So we'll see you upon return. Thank you. Okay. Oh, what?
I want to make an order for those veggie burgers anyway.
What are you making, Violet?
Ice cream?
Ice cream.
Crepes.
Oh, crepes.
Excuse me.
For Sunday?
Yeah.
Well, I thought you might be interested in a quick picture, visual picture of the financial operation. We could start by looking here at the monthly income in 1990. This was our first full year of operation. Actually, we only opened in December, so this $6,000 sales in January was our first full month. We were disappointed in the drop, but it began to climb, and if you can see that line there, we thought, this is great. Look at what this is going to do. It didn't continue like that. It got more realistic. The summer was a little slow and began to pick up again toward the end of the year. Well, let's include with that the sales so far this year. And of course, the year is nearly done too, but these other bars, the gray ones, if you can see that, represent the sales this year. And we were again excited in February that we didn't have a drop like we did the year before. It just was climbing in a wonderful fashion. Look how that could have gone. But things got realistic again, and the summer was a little bit disappointing. In fact, here in the month of July, our sales were just a shade under what they were last year. That was a kind of a disappointment. Maybe we could blame that on the recession. Anyway, things began to look a little better in August, and we were sorry that it didn't continue in September. I have made a projection, however, based on the first 9 business days of October, which is almost essentially half the month. We'll project here what the sales would be for the month of October if it continued like this. I don't think that it will. We've had kind of a breathtaking first 2 weeks and everybody's kind of worn out. But anyway, this is the same graph with a projection here of what the sales would be if we continued like we have so far this month. And that would be a really tremendous sales, we feel, for the month. In fact, up there in the ballpark of where we could break even if we kept up at that rate. You might also be interested to see how the departments are doing. This department number 1 here is the menu sales. That is the actual deli items that we prepare, the taxable food items that people eat or take out. Fairly consistent, little extra here in May and June, but other than that, a fairly consistent monthly sales. We wish it was climbing instead of dropping like that, or at least being kind of the same. The second department here is grocery sales, which have been weak during the summer, but improving generally earlier in the year. I think the most interesting one is the bakery, which when we got our new baker here in July or August, have really jumped. I say new baker, actually Jim Goodwin was the assistant manager. He's now the assistant manager and baker. He's doing an excellent job, and we're really delighted for that. And of course that has helped the overall sales as well. It might be interesting to compare the departments just quickly and notice that the green here is the grocery sales, a little bit smaller in the summer. The thing that's improving, of course, here at this time is the increasing proportion of sales that the baked goods have been supplying. Now this little skinny one on top, which you may hardly be able to see, is the book sales. We haven't done much with that. We need to. We just haven't had the time to really develop book sales. I know that that can be a help for us as well.